Hey, how you doing there, young fella? We're back. We've got a lot to do in this episode, so we are flying. We are going to get going. You can see here, I did something weird. I mean, it was kind of fast. If you missed it, I was seeing if we have a bow and if we have any arrows. And we are going to get into why we do that once we reach our destination. But before we do that, we decided to bop into the forest and get the wolf ring, because we will also need that for where we are going. That and the bow. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, hey, Tuna, we only have 10 decks. What are we possibly going to be doing with a bow? Well, I am going to explain all of that to you at the appropriate time. So hold your dick steady and get your credit card ready. Now, I knew we had a lot to do in this episode. So what did I do? I tried to go a little too fast. And, of course, you know what happens when we do that. So, you know, you can save a lot of time by not being a retard. I'll just put that out there. I was being a retard. We almost got nailed with that lightning shit from that, what's her ass, Serpent Mage, I believe is the enemy's name there. And we almost took another one right there in the little pink foot. There's going to be a lot of cuts in this video just to make sure that we get everything that's kind of relevant-ish. We're not really going to be going. We're not going to be going through Sen's Fortress again. We're just going to be doing a couple of things here that we didn't do the first go around. Of course, like I was saying in our Sen's Fortress episode, we want to spend as little time here as possible so that we don't get invaded. Of course, having said that, the further we go in the game, the less likely we are to be invaded, and we did not get invaded here anyway. We did not get invaded here. We're not going to get invaded. That's hard to say. We're not going to get invaded in our next destination either. If you don't feel like suffering the indignity of taking that ladder all the way down, you can just do that. You can just jump straight down there. That'll be just fine. So, can we do this again and not, like, you know, when you try to make, and look at that cheap shot there. When you're trying to make good time, yeah, let's just speed it up and get to where we're going here, folks. How's that view for you? Isn't that nice? And I have to think that might have happened because we broke character here. You can see that we are Mildred, but instead of the butcher's knife, we are using the great club, which we got to +5. We are going to need that great club. That great club is going to get us out of a jam. I hope it is, anyway. Beautiful Anor Londo, or as I like to call it, anal rodeo. I didn't make that up. I don't know who made that up. We'd have to go back in time and see when that first surfaced. People make up all kinds of shit. Gratuitous ass for you folks. I know everybody likes that. So yeah, we're going to speed this along just because this is boring. We of course are soul level 15. We don't want to stop and have to kill anything unless we absolutely have to. Which means none of these big guys. None of the gargoyle guys. I mean, we could, but also, you know, not just in the interest of time, but also in the interest of self-preservation do we want to just get past them and move on as best we can. Of course, if it's a situation like this with a painting guardian, we want to take these guys out. They're just going to go up the ladder and chase us. We don't need that shit. And a swing and a miss. You know, you really got to be careful playing unlocked against these Painting Guardians, because I have been backstabbed by them so many times trying to get away from them, because I play unlocked a lot, and I'll just like, oh, I'm getting hit, okay, I'm just going to turn and roll in the other direction. Well, that's great, except if he's up your shit pipe, as soon as you turn around, or as soon as you go to roll, he's probably going to backstab you. So a better strategy for these guys is to just target lock on and block. Now these guys really gift wrap this for me. I've had trouble here, as I'm sure a lot of people have. I mean, let's take a look at some of these bloodstains around here. Now this is what I was talking about with the bow here. Now obviously you can see by that red X we do not meet some requirement for this, but you're gonna see it doesn't matter, because a headshot, well, if we can hit the son of a bitch, a headshot is a headshot is a headshot, and a headshot, stop saying headshot, headshot will cause your zero poise enemy to be knocked back. So it is particularly useful for this second Painting Guardian that's up top here. The rest of them, that's really not going to work, because they get knocked back, and they get knocked back into, well, really just more surface area. So, and we have maxed out our throwing knives that we haven't even used yet. We don't really even normally use that, but one of the things that I like to do with this character is I will buy lots of stuff, because I know I won't shut up about it. I know we're going to lose all our souls and all our humanity in the bleeping Four Kings boss fight. So it's better to buy stuff when you have money than not buy stuff because you have no money. Now, that's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. And in real life, don't do that. You know, you should put some money away for rainy day. Oh, I need to buy a new roof. Oh, the car needs some work. That's what we should be doing. Your retirement, that kind of shit. That is just fucking boring adult stuff. We don't want to listen to that. Now, I've had this guy follow me before, and for those of you who may have seen my what series was that? It was, oh fuck, what was it? No NPCs, kill all NPCs. So he actually followed me all the way down here. I think it was that run. He followed me all the way down here, and I couldn't use the bonfire, and I didn't save and quit, and I lost a ton of souls. I think what I don't know. I died up in the rafters, and then I couldn't get back there, and I ate shit. Yeah, I mean, if that guy follows you down there, just save and quit. Even we went to the bonfire and he was still down there. That was horse shit. But I mean, the game is the game. I don't think that should happen. I don't know why that would happen. That was very strange. You know, you rest at the bonfire. The guy should really take a hint, you know. I don't know, that was bizarre. Maybe I should do a video on that. So same thing like we're saying earlier, guys. We got almost no defense. We're just running through anyway, so it doesn't really matter what we're wearing anyway. We're just trying to make it through. And, you know, within the confines of the bridge area, definitely you want to serpentine, you want to zigzag so that they can't shoot you. Sometimes the arrows go through the banister here. Banister? Would you call that a banister? I don't know what I'd call that. And we'll switch up to the Hornet Ring because we really need to dispatch this Silver Knight up here as quickly as possible. We don't want to give him any breathing room. Now, it's a gamble what you want to try to use on him. We're just going to use the Butcher Knife. Normally I would try to two-hand it before we do the riposte. I kind of flubbed the parry a little bit, so I didn't think I was going to have time to two-hand it and then actually execute the riposte, but we ended up getting 2 parries in a row on him, so it was fine. That's a pretty hit-or-miss area. I like to rely on my parrying skills to get me through that. And I would highly recommend that you rely on your good parrying skills to get through that in your game. How you doing, Solaire? We're gonna cut this because I spent some time at the bonfire kindling, and also I was trying to pick an outfit that was just like, at least I'm wearing something. I cannot wear one armor piece with the Great Club and the Mother's Mask. I can't wear one armor piece. And, oh, and the Grass Crest Shield, and not what the fuck am I saying? I can't wear what I'm wearing with an armor piece on, other than the Mask of the Mother, and continue to fast roll. I have to fast roll in this fight against the Ornstein and Smo. If I can't fast roll, I'm fucked. Which might not necessarily be totally true, but that's usually how I do it. So it was at this point. Not this point, but when I was back trying to pick an outfit, like, I realized I never did anything in the Burg other than buy some firebombs. So I never beat Havel. So I don't even have Havel's ring, which is kind of disappointing. I would definitely have put that on so that we could have put on an outfit. But I'm not going all the way back to the Burg just for Havel's ring, just so that, you know, we don't have time for that today. I might have taken a brief detour there had I even thought about it, but didn't think about it, and now it's tough bananas. Yeah, get on the right side of the lever if you, I mean the correct side of the lever if you want to actually open something. These guys can be a real handful, especially with a +5 weapon. This is one of the reasons I switched to the Great Club. That Butcher's Knife, I'm telling you guys, past Sen's Fortress, we shouldn't even be doing +5 anyway. But that Butcher's Knife +5 is absolutely not going to cut it for Anor Londo. I don't care. We're doing a cosplay. I don't care. Solaire doesn't care. Solaire's not going to judge us. Are you? I don't know. You know what? Go try it. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm saying it's not worth the 50 years worth of a time investment to actually try to get that done. Plus, we're already handicapped. We're wearing almost nothing. So, for the bosses after, like, you know, this boss and probably the subsequent bosses, we will not be in character. We did have to break character for this one. I mean, barely. Mother Mask, Grass Crest Shield, and the Great Club. And yeah, you bet your ass we're gonna buff because we need to get this shit over with. I'm not saying we absolutely need Solaire in this fight, but it is... he is a very good thing to have just as a distraction for the other guy. And so much for Super Fat Ass. How's everybody doing anyway? Hope everyone's doing well. I didn't want this episode to be too long. You know, we're going to try to keep it around, you know, max of 20 minutes. This one did go a little long. That's why we had all the, like, jump cuts and all that shit, so hopefully I didn't butcher it too badly, but the important parts I think we got. Yeah, same thing with these fire buffs here. Like, we're gonna need those for the 4 kings. I'm probably gonna get some lightning ones from Domhnall. He will sell 3 of them to you. I really don't want to have to... Yeah, we really got to be careful there, folks. If we get butt slammed with that lightning attack, that could be all over. So that's one of the reasons why I like to fast roll, just so we're light on our feet. Our stamina regenerates very quickly. Look how much fucking damage that hurt. Look how much damage that hurt. That really hurt. But so far we're doing okay. Yeah, I don't know, like, what, and this was scary here, because, like, holy fuck. Sometimes you go in for a hit, and you're just like, I just ran into a butt slam, and that is a major problem. Yeah, same thing like I'm saying with the throwing knives and shit. Spend your money when you have some money. We know we're gonna need those buffs later. And not only for the whatever this boss is, Ornstein and Smo, and also the Four Kings, but you know, for whatever else that we may subsequently do. So let's zip on up to Guinevere here, and we're yeah. I'm fucking tired. Excuse me. What was I saying about gratuitous ass? I don't recall. I don't recall, guys. I don't know what I was saying about gratuitous ass. Something. Anyway, this is kind of, I don't want to call it a big deal. I mean, anybody can do what we're doing here, but in terms of the progression of the run, I guess it's kind of a big deal. And we're going to make our way back. We don't even have time to fucking just get back there. We're just going to get back instantly so that we can invade, because we got to get an invasion in this episode. And it turns out we've invaded this nice young man. And I didn't realize this at the time, but yeah, he's got a buddy with him. So we're going to have to be on our worst invader behavior, which, you know, I don't really mean that, but these guys, I mean, these guys were pretty effective here. Pretty effective. I liked their strategy. The host was giving it to me. Look at that. They almost got me. They almost got me, and holy shit, that was just a very poorly timed parry, and then we roll backwards into the fire. And what do you do when someone is trying to parry you guys? Do you keep swinging at them? No, you don't. So that was PvP 101. Someone keeps parrying, don't keep swinging, because chances are you're going to get parried just like I did. Sometimes you're in a situation where you just step into the meat grinder like this. Now you'll notice the doors opened here, and these hollow dudes came out. So that's a perfect opportunity for me. We've evened up the odds a little bit. And look at this host, still taking it to us. That's you know, I gotta commend this guy's bravery. What is bravery without a dash of recklessness, you know? Our friend Gaul could maybe answer that for us. And the Hollow Thief takes out our phantom friend there, GG. And we get some dead angle on this guy who was trying to parry again. And he backs off for a chug. Big mistake. Now, maybe that was a little unfair. We did have these extra guys to help us, but hey man, it's a gank situation. I did message this guy after, as we will see here. And it turns out he's a new player, looks like. I think we can take his word for it. No seasoned vets are going to be using the Drake sword, I'll tell you that much. So I had some nice words for him, words of encouragement, and he came back at me with this, which just gave me the warm fuzzies all over my my whole body. So anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see your fine ass later.